All right, so I'm at a different location than normal. The cafe that I've gone to for a few of these now actually closed early today. And normally I'd be at work right now or getting ready to do a little bit more in the past, but this evening an opportunity was presented whereby I don't have to do that. So I'm at a different cafe outside and just wanted to go over a few I guess because this also is the answer to why haven't I done the video that I said I would do last time, the one-on-one Gerhardt and LeBlanc, and possibly also with a goalie, and then playing Hog or something as I develop this game further. Been trying to come up with appropriate size player cards, and my hands are not big. These cards are quite small. I feel like maybe the print is a little too small on them, and I'm not quite sure what to do about it other than make the cards bigger, because I don't know, like, I certainly don't want the information to be a little more crowded than that. I think this is actually maybe the first one or among the first ones that I came up with, and I could also do it this way where every second line is highlighted, which might make it easier because you would have the even numbers in a light gray and then the odd numbers in a white. And I realized as well that actually being here with some music playing on the outside, I could be copyright stricken. So we'll see what happens here. Anyway, this I've said this before, but this should be a shorter video. So this was kind of the early model for this. And I'm related, but this is a cafe that I quite like, except for there are also some restaurants in the street that there's a very meaty smell coming off some of the other establishments on this street, and I'm a vegetarian, so I don't know. But other than that, I like this cafe. Anyway, here are a couple other player card models here, these sort of tall, skinny guys here. And again, I just feel like maybe the, I don't know, the information is just not, I don't really know what to do about that. Like, I don't want the card to be too big. Ideally, what I would like, so just to show that these haven't run away on me or anything, I still have, and the answer is yes to, I still think about this project almost every day. So I want a card that's about roughly the same size. It could be a little taller, a little wider. But again, these are not hockey trading card pockets. These are Korean business card holders. They are similar in size, but a little smaller. So actually, when I print the Bones cards, what I do is I print them at 80%. I don't print them at the full 100. And so you can see there that card's a bit tall. But I think if I get the original ones here, the originals I think are a bit wide. I don't think they quite fit in something like this. And so that's what I tried to do with the second design, was try to make them narrower and print them. And so basically if I do, yeah, that doesn't quite fit in there. And so basically if I do a LeBlanc Gerhardt one-on-one, what I want to do is have cards for it. I don't just want to use those sheets of paper with their numbers scribbled out in pen. I want to have some cards proper printed for that. And I've just been struggling with, and to be honest, this is something that's really sort of, this has been, I don't know if I want to call it a flaw or a plague or whatever, but this has really bothered or affected me in some other game design as well. I think I spend an inordinate amount of time on player card design that would better be spent, and I know it would be far better spent just play testing the actual thing. This is probably the most recent. This is one that I came up with the other day where I decided for, more, I guess it'd be more like an inside the crease style card where the information is laid out more horizontally than vertically. And of course it would have to fit sideways. Now I've not actually tried this in a card pocket, so I'll do that now. This is good cafe music too, in my opinion. Even though this is not what I would normally sit around and listen to, this is what I like hearing at cafes. So it's a bit tall for these pockets, but I don't know. I think maybe I'm kind of hoping I'm headed in the right direction. And of course, it's these two categories here that use up the most space. So I probably have a little space here where I can narrow. I can sort of thin the card out a little bit. But as you can see there, that is a fully generic card. I figured probably team name in the bottom with like a strip where it's replaceable, or a little spot where you can put a little logo and have it replaceable. Player name would be here, and other information like position and age, and penalty and injury rating, which again there's going to be like probably an ABC, and then there will be select spots in the card. These are obviously very generic cards right now where penalty ratings can come up. So that's what I have so far. There's really no need to discuss it any further than that, but feel free to let me know what you think, or if you have any ideas how I can Because, I mean, that's a really, you know, if you compare that, I guess if you want to look at, this is something that I should do as well. So if you look at, again, the numbers and I guess they're kind of similar in size, aren't they? That's not too much different. So maybe I shouldn't be as hard on myself. That is a little smaller. Though I don't have a 3D6 66 values a grid like that, my game obviously is different. There'd be no point to design something more like this. I'd just simply play this. But so there is overall, I guess, altogether a little more information on it. And sorry, I keep moving that around so it's not focused in on it as well. But yeah, that's what I have so far. So this, and I guess too with this one, what I like, I have the really faded red there for like the offensive values, the faded blue for the defense. I thought either yellow or green for a neutral. I kind of like yellow because it does stand out a little more from the blue. So I thought I could go from, the blue to the yellow and then back to the red. If I have the green there, maybe it's because I'm getting older and probably progressively a little more color. My ability to distinguish color isn't quite, what it once was, sadly, but I feel like, I'd need a little yellow there. So, and of course, to speak of the age thing, I realized too that for some players, this card would you probably need to hold a magnifying glass over this. But like all else with this game, this is a work in progress, and it had been a little while, so I just wanted to check in and do a little update. And albeit slowly, I am still working on this game, designing this hockey game. So anyways, anytime, any consideration that you give to this, it's never expected, but it is always appreciated. And I'm going to get back to this beverage here that I've actually yet to get started on, truth be told. And this cookie as well. All right. Cheers, thanks, and bye for, where am I here? Bye for now.